We all know what the 7 deadly sins are: envy, greed, gluttony, pride, sloth, lust, and wrath. The video we're about to watch today talks about the 7 deadly sins personified as YouTubers. This should be a fire video. Let's hop on into it. Shout out to the gang. Let's go. What's good, Dark Knight gang? I'm Neptune. Yeah, bro, look, I'm in the clouds. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. We're about to see the 7 deadly sins personified as YouTubers. This should be fire. I got the mask with me today. Oh, shit. I'm ready to watch this video. I hope everybody feeling great. It's Saturday. Shout out to the gang. Have a great Saturday, man. Let's go.
The 7 deadly sins: greed, lust, envy, pride, gluttony, wrath, and sloth. There are 7 YouTubers in particular that perfectly exemplify these 7 deadly sins, starting with greed. Greed is thought of as the uncontrolled longing for something when someone has to sacrifice something important to get it. Tran is the perfect candidate for this sin. While Jake definitely seems to
I've never personally heard about this cat, but all right, let's see.
To be enjoying his life with expensive watches and fancy vacations, what did he sacrifice to get there? Well, that would be his video quality. There was a point in time when Jake was producing some of the best documentary content on YouTube, and his channel would absolutely explode because of it. But Jake sees himself as a capitalist, so he needed to optimize his machine. At first, this optimization would start out small and barely noticeable. However, it wouldn't be long until this machine was so optimized it would lose the soul that everyone loved in the first place. Completely outsource the editing to people on Fiverr? Check. Include a sponsor in every video? Check. Accept deals from scammy sponsors that have questionable products they want to sell to his fans? Check. You could definitely make the argument that Jake is even more successful after he indulged in greed, but the same could not be said for the YouTuber who
Okay, so he's saying the last dude sold out for greed. He said, look, fuck it, I need this bread, so I'm gonna sacrifice putting my heart and soul into my YouTube videos just so I can make these videos just to get paid. I get what he's saying. Okay. All right, let's see. I know this dude. This is James Charles, right? Let's see what this dude. I don't know. I feel like he be doing a lot of stuff. If I know him, if I know his name and I've seen his face before, that goes to show he's definitely did some shit for me to know this cat.
Same could not be said for the YouTuber who indulged in lust. Lust is thought of as unbridled sexual desire, often when one has to sacrifice something pure because of it. James Charles is the perfect candidate for the sin of lust. The beauty YouTuber who was on top of the world but allowed his empire to be destroyed because of his desires. In late 2020, James was gaining an impressive average of nearly 150 million monthly views, but it wouldn't be long until his reputation was completely destroyed, beginning with James saying he was into straight men.
Want a boy who is straight.
Love that for you. That's easy.
It's easier than you would think.
After James was photographed at Coachella with a straight Instagram model named Gage.
Wait, so he likes straight dudes. Why? Because they hard to get or something? What's wrong with that? Let's keep watching.
James was photographed at Coachella with a straight Instagram model named Gage Gomez. He would respond to the questions asking if this was his new boyfriend with the following tweet.
Nope, unfortunately I'm still very single. This boy played me for months on end and is a disgusting con artist. I'm thankful I had my friends with me to protect me.
After James tweeted, Gage would release a video alleging James was pressuring him into meeting up and beginning a physical relationship. But this drama would look like nothing in comparison to the events that would be the downfall of James Charles. It would all start when a Twitter user named Isaiah13 would make a tweet saying,
If you're gonna text someone, make sure you know their age. He added me on Insta. My Insta has my TikTok, which shows my age.
Isaiah would then reveal on his TikTok James had been pressuring him to send explicit photos. It wouldn't be long until several other individuals would also come forward alleging they had a similar experience. James has not had a single month of positive subscriber growth since the drama. But unlike James, the next YouTuber on this list would
Whoa, okay. So he likes young dudes? And that's what he got caught for?
Several other individuals would also come forward alleging they had a similar experience. James has not had a single month of positive subscriber growth since the drama. But
Okay. Yeah, they said many other people came forward and said the same thing. So he must have been messaging young dudes, trying to get at them. I want to know what's happening now. Like, did he turn out to be like an EDP? You feel me? Did the homie turn out to be an EDP? Is he a 445 nigga? Like, you feel me? Or is this as far as it went? If this would have went further, the narrator would have continued. Like, oh yeah, woo. So it must have just stopped at this. That's still crazy though. So he not an EDP. Alright, he ain't an EDP 445. But my dude's still tripping.
unlike James, the next YouTuber on this list would explode in subscribers once his drama began. To envy is to have a longing arousal for someone else's belongings. But to take it a step farther is to have an extreme desire to actually be someone else.
Oh, shit. Hold on. Was that my boy Speed? Oh, this is...
To actually be someone else. This personifies White Boy M, a YouTuber who constructed his entire personality around that of a more popular YouTuber, iShowSpeed. Before M was trying to become Speed by emulating him, he would post interview style content, but pay attention to how his voice sounds.
How many years did Richard Nixon serve president?
Bro, child, I am not even about to lie to y'all boys right now, bro. I was on Omegle, and a guy actually showed, his, his private part.
Nigga.
The Speed imitation would begin.
Please don't ever be that cringy.
The Speed imitation would begin when M would start off a live stream with the title Live with iShowSpeed. The live stream would gain significantly more traction because of the clickbait title, signaling to M that Speed was his ticket to virality. Over the coming months, M would begin acting more and more like Speed, talking completely differently than he used to. This would continue until a series of clips would completely blow up White Boy M's channel.
Really?
Shit,
I have 14 out of 15 bubbles, bro. Are you serious right now, bro?
But internet success from directly copying
He did sound like Speed, bro. Oh, I can imagine this young nigga Speed saying exactly this.
I have 14 out of 15 bubbles, bro. Are you serious right
I
now,
can see
bro?
him saying
But
that.
internet success from directly copying someone else is never sustainable in the long run, which is reflected by M's statistics. While White Boy M would be considered somewhat of a small YouTuber, the next YouTuber on this list is one of the biggest on the platform and is representing Pride. Pride is defined as dangerously corrupt selfishness, putting one's own desires, urges, wants, and whims before the welfare of others. If we take a look at the events that transpired in Logan Paul's YouTube career, Pride would be a perfect descriptor to summarize them, starting with his early Vine days, which could best be described as him acting like a public nuisance. Pride could
Was that him and Jake?
Pride would be a perfect descriptor to summarize them, starting with his early Vine days, which could best be described as him acting like a public nuisance. Pride could certainly be seen in these type of videos because he was acting like an idiot, annoying the public for his own personal gain. But Logan Paul's prideful actions would only get worse from here on out. The major event we could point to would be when Logan filmed a vlog in a Japanese forest, which is colloquially called the forest. While filming his vlog, he was acting in his normal over-the-top kid-friendly manner, but the worst part of the whole situation would be when he showed an actual dead body of a man who had deleted himself. After a huge apology tour, it would appear that Logan had reconstructed his reputation, but he would again put his own wants before the welfare of others a few years later. In early 2022, Logan would begin his foray into crypto. This journey would start with a few promotions of what are called pump and dump coins. These are coins designed to make their founders money without providing any value to the community that supported them.
I doubt Logan knew what he was doing though. I doubt if he knew this was like some sort of scheme. I don't know, maybe not.
Logan would profit immensely from promoting these coins, but these promotions would pale in comparison to Logan's own project, CryptoZoo, a game which, similar to a pump and dump coin, was designed with a minimal amount of effort to earn as much money as possible for its founders. The game would be broken and underdeveloped, leaving a huge trail of victims who lost significant sums of money after believing in Logan's promises. While Logan Paul is big on YouTube, this YouTuber is also big.
Logan Paul, that's crazy. My boy was out here scamming niggas, huh? He was scamming people. Okay. I thought he already had enough money, bro. You don't have to scam people.
While Logan Paul is big on YouTube, this YouTuber is also big, but in a different way, and is our candidate for Gluttony.
I heard of the
Gluttony is the overconsumption and
I just watched a video on him like a week ago. That shit is crazy.
Indulgence in something to the point of waste. The genre of YouTube videos known as mukbang would be the perfect candidate to represent Gluttony, as the videos involve preparing an ungodly amount of food and then attempting to finish it.
I hate watching people eat, bro. I don't understand how people like that shit.
But when choosing a specific YouTuber to represent Gluttony, it would have to be Nicocado Avocado. Nicocado Avocado, otherwise known as Nicholas Perry, would begin his YouTube channel in Colombia, documenting his vegan life when he moved there with his then boyfriend. He would cover various things about his lifestyle, but his channel would only start gaining a decent amount of traction on his videos when he ate food in front of the camera, otherwise known as a mukbang.
I'm just surprised at how small he was at first. You know what I'm saying? The transformation is insane.
At first, these mukbangs would start out with a somewhat reasonable amount of vegan food and usually involve Nicholas finishing it. But about a year into his YouTube journey, Nicholas would make a video stating his frustrations with the vegan community and saying he would be departing from it. From this point forward, although his dishes were still very healthy, they would occasionally start containing meat in them. But being in the mukbang niche meant that to stay interesting and compete against the other YouTubers, Nicholas would have to up the portions and the visual intrigue of the food he was eating. The food Nicocado Avocado was eating began to become increasingly unhealthy and the portions larger as time went on. With this gradual change, his weight would increase as well, transforming the once skinny vegan YouTuber into a morbidly obese person that uses a mobility scooter to get around.
My God.
Nicocado went from vegan to meat lover, and the next YouTuber would be very angry at him, which is perfect because she's our—
Who the hell is that? We about to see my fault, nigga. Chill. What do you guys think about that? Let me know down in the comments. What do you think about that happening? He did it just so he can make money from YouTube. Like, he made himself morbidly obese just to get paid on YouTube. That's crazy. Would you do that? Let me know down in the comments. If you could get $10 million, but you had to become morbidly obese for 15 years, would you do it? Let me know down in the comments. Let me know, nigga. Let's keep going. Let's look at this old lady. She looks like a little witch. I said wrath, too. She's wrathful.
Nicocado went from vegan to meat lover, and the next YouTuber would be very angry at him, which is perfect because she's our candidate for wrath. Wrath is the most simple of the 7 deadly sins, and is pretty much thought of as excessive anger. Thinking about angry YouTubers, images of raging gamers probably come to mind, but there's actually someone who's much more angry than them. Observing her outward appearances, she would probably be one of the last people you would think should fill this spot on the list. But the truth is,
no, nigga, she look evil, cuz. Look at her. Nah, you could tell, nigga. Look at her. Look at the eyes. Her eye shape. She would just be like, ah.
One of the most angry YouTubers of them all. That vegan teacher, otherwise known as Katie Dykmeyer, would create her channel on July 21st, 2018, but she wouldn't start uploading until the pandemic began in 2020. Her videos would start off very tame and would be what you would expect from a typical vegan activist, although her videos would change forever once she made the discovery that the more outrageous she made her content, the more views she obtained. Even though these views would be comprised of people watching for the sole purpose of laughing at her, her views would go up nonetheless. At a certain point, she would devise a new strategy, combining outrageous content with calling out famous influencers. But if her goal is to actually convert people to the vegan lifestyle and not just increase her own notoriety, it certainly isn't working, as her image of the crazy vegan steers people away from considering it as a serious lifestyle. You could say a lot of things about that vegan teacher, but one thing you definitely can't say is that she's lazy and isn't always trying new strategies to get people to be vegan. However, in terms of work,
Nah, I wasn't a fan of Wrath.
sloth is the reluctance to work or make an effort, otherwise known as laziness. The best way we can apply this idea to the concept of YouTube is a failure to innovate and create new content, as we can pretty much examine every failed YouTube channel and see that 90% of the time, the chief cause of its downfall was lack of innovation. Boogie2988 is no exception to this rule and is a great candidate for the deadly sin of sloth. Boogie hasn't seen a month of positive subscriber growth in over 3 years, and the primary reason for this is the fact that his content never changes. A vast majority of his videos are him sitting in his room talking about something or complaining about his life. If you look at a video made 1 year ago, 2 years ago, even 3 years ago, there's no significant change in video quality, the pacing, or really anything at all. The truth is, YouTube is such a competitive game that if you aren't changing anything, people will eventually get bored and watch someone else who is putting in the effort to make their videos perpetually better. And unfortunately for now, Boogie is not making the choice to do that.
Damn. All right, bro, that was a great video. Thank you guys so much for requesting it. Yeah, we saw 7 deadly sins personified as YouTubers. I didn't talk about the last one, but the last one, that's true as well. Sloth, yeah. If you don't continue to innovate. So that was a good example. That was a good example. I liked all of his examples too, except for Wrath. Wrath, I wasn't a fan of his example. It was it didn't really show Wrath. Oh, she's going off on other YouTubers. It didn't look like she like fighting niggas or doing nothing crazy. I was looking for something crazy. You know what I mean? As you can tell, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. It's the weekend. Everybody have a great weekend, bro. Shout out to the gang. I'm going to see y'all next time. Yeah. Peace.
I know you want me. You said you're lonely. You can't get none of me. Smoking the gas now. Feel like a star, yeah. She wanna get rich. Proud of Dior, yeah. My heart is so froze now.